Mic check, 1, 2, 3, mic check, 1, 2, 3.
Game number 4, the opening Saturday of the brand new season of the Stallion Cup, brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. We have Powersox, Ken Floors, and Deckers up against Dr. Brown's Champion Lab. Still live inside the AYSN Sports Center here in En Domingo in San Juan. This is Jonas Reyes, your live play-by-play anchor only for the Stallion Cup. Powersox, Ken Floors in white, Dr. Brown's Champion Lab in blue. A miss there on the 3-point try for the blue shirts. Rebound by Powersox, Ken Floors. Here comes Marty Pio, one-hander, bounces in. Starting off the festivities in this ballgame is Marty Pio. Tan. Oh, pass too strong for Hendrik Tan. Forward pitch to a streaking. Oh, Joseph Go finishing off the fast break. That assist play is brought to you by Autogar Premium Car Care Products. Tan to Hendrik Tan. Uy, for 3. No good. Rebound by Joseph Go. Here comes Chris Tew. Forward pitch. Marty Pio. Screen by Raf Kaunga. Chris Tew lines up for a 3. That is short. Ball possession going the way of Dr. Brown's Champion Lab. The starters for both squads for Powersox, Ken Floors. They have Joseph Ko, Ran Chu, Chris Tew, Raf Kaunga, and Marty Pio. Meanwhile, for Dr. Brown's Champion Lab, in the first 5 are Charles Oy, Haynes J. Tan, Chris Cruz, Hainson Tan, and Henrik Tan. Ran Chu, fires a 3, jackpot! First 3-pointer of the ballgame, nailed by Ran Chu. That is brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. AJ Tan setting up the offense for the blue shirts. Oh! Scoring away by Powersox, Ken Floors. Chris Chu carving space, lays it in. Oh! He'll score! Second season here at the Stallion Cup for Chris Chu. Tan for 3 off 9. Rebound by Joseph Ko, former Ateneo team captain and a point guard in the PBA. Chris Tew. 9-0 start for Powersox, Ken Floors. Marty Pio looking for Chris Tew. Oh! Gets a foul downstairs. The foul will be called against Hainson Tan. Family affair in this ball game. We have the Tews going up against the Tans. Of course, Chris Tew and his brother, Coach Charles Tew, swinging off for Powersox, Ken Floors. Meanwhile, we have the Tan family over at Dr. Brown's. Hendrik Tan, stutter step, drives middle. Oh, ball tapped here by Raf Kaunga. 3-on-1 on the other end. Kaunga, no look pass. Pio, no good. Ran Chu is there for the cleanup job. 11-0 start for Powersox, Ken Floors. Hendrik Tan against Chris Tew. To Hint J. Tan. Asking for a screen. Tan to the corner. 4-3. Short. Rebound by Marty Pio with a push. To Chris Tew. Crossover. Layup no good. Joseph Ko offensive rebound. To Ran Chu. Chris Tew with a flyer. He'll miss. Rebound by Chris Cruz. Hands it over to Charles Oy. Charles will spin. Pio in front of him. Oh! Marty Pio comes up with a steal. Pio. Ran Chu. Open 3. Jackpot! Second 3-pointer of the ballgame for Powersox, Ken Floors, brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. Charles Oy against Ko. Kumain J. Tan, guarded by Chris Tew. Tan, switching over, it's Pio. Entry, Chris Cruz will be fouled. Foul will be called against number 23, Raf Kaunga. As Chris Cruz heads to the free throw line, looking to break the ice for Dr. Brown's Champion Lab. The first free throw for Chris rolls out. Still a 14-0 scoreline. As Chris reloads for the second. Missing again. Rebound by Ran Chu. 6 minutes remaining here in the first. First two. Defended by Tan. And Joseph Ko provides the screen. 2, 4, 3. No God. O rebound with Charles Uy. Dr. Brown's Champion Lab with the possession. Charles, the jumper. Oh! Another foul will be called against Raf Kaunga. Charles Uy, his third, to finally buy a basket for Dr. Brown's Champion Lab. The first free throw for Charles, missing as well. Still a 14-0 score line. Second free throw for Charles, finally nailing a basket. First point of the tournament for Dr. Brown's Champion Lab. It's a split from the free throw line for Charles Uy. Chris Q thinking three, decides to go closer, and a blocking foul will be whistled against number 6. Well, it's Meet Jetan. Rancho to Marty Tio, far, say 3, jackpot! Wow! Third 3-pointer of the ball game for Powersox. Kent Flores, they are ahead 17-1. 8 Jetan to Charles Uy, fakes off Marty Tio. Tan for 3, no good. Rebound by Raf Kaunga. Less than 5 minutes remaining here in the first. Chris Q finds Rancho to Marty Tio down the post against Hendrik Tan. 2 for 3, short. And with 4:46 remaining in the first, we have a mandatory substitution. At this juncture, we would like to thank our league sponsors, Jumbo Plastic Linoleum, Kaukai Thai Chicken House, AutoGuard Premium Car Care Products, and Nike Park Access. Back to live action here. The Blue Shorts with the possession. Pull up 3 is no good for Henderson Nash. Reset to 14 on that Dr. Brown Champion Lab shot clock. Nigel D to the corner. Chua, the jumper, bottom. Michael Peterson Chua with the first field goal of the tournament for Dr. Brown's Champion Lab. Lin, the Jerk Yao, back to Lin, cross-court pass, intercepted. Henderson Nash, all alone, bye-bye. Henderson Nash cutting down Powersox Kentors lead to 12. Here comes host Charles Q. Dirt Yao, the jumper falls in. Benny Cow rather with a jumper. 19-5 lead for Powersox. Ken Flores, the 3-pointer. Doesn't work for Lance Poon. Rebound secured by Coach Charles Q. Joseph Ross staying on the floor here for the white shirts. Q, surrounded by Chua. Q, the leaner, gets a foul of Michael Peterson Chua. Heading on to the free throw line is number 67, Coach Charles Q. The first free throw for Coach Charles is good. 20-5 advantage for Powersox. Kent Flores. Second free throw for Coach Charles is also good. 16 points. It's the lead of Powersox. Kent Flores. Nash finds Poon. Ball nearly stolen. Tony Pan goes cross court. Nigel D fires a 3. That one is a miss. Joseph Ko entangled with the leather. Ball possession going back here to the white shirts. Here comes Charles Q. Pull up 3. He will be fouled. Michael Peterson Chua obstructing with cylinder there of Coach Charles. 3 free throws will be awarded here to Charles too. The first one for Coach Charles is good. Increasing this lead to 17. Second one for Charles too is also good. With 2:49 remaining here in the opening period. Third free throw for Coach Charles. 3 for 3. 5 for 5 in total in this ball game. 24-5 advantage for Powersox. Ketzlors. Nash with the ball to Nigel D against Ko. Swings a pass. Fires a 3. No good there for Lance Poon. But they get the ball back. Poon to Chua. To Nigel D. Drives middle. Pull up jumper. Too strong. Lin couldn't grab onto that leather. But Spoon, the shortstop, doesn't work. Rebound secured by Coach Charles too. 2:17 remaining here in the first. 2 against Chua. Pull up jumper. Rims out. Rebound secured there by Tony Tan. Fires a pass to Henderson Nash. Bounce pass. Nigel D will be fouled. To Joseph Ko. Called for foul number 1. No team yet in the penalty. Inbound from the baseline here. Tony Tan to trigger. Nigel D. Oh, ball stolen away by Charles. Still here comes the white shirts on the attack. 2. Looking for the gap. 2 again will be fouled. Foul will be whistled against Tony Tan as Coach Charles still will shoot free throw number 6 and 7, but before that, timeout is requested by Dr. Brown's Champion Lab. This timeout is brought to you by Nike Park Access. We will be back. Back to live action. Charles still becoming a frequent visitor here. The free throw line knocks down the first 25 to 5 lead for Powersox Ken Flowers. Good on that trip. 26 to 5 lead for Powersox Ken Flowers. Henderson Nash to Poon. Fires a 3. Jackpot! First 3-pointer of the season for Dr. Brown's Champion Lab. Knockdown by Lance Poon. That 3-pointer is brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. Joseph Ko to Michael Lua. Down the post, we go to Cow. He loses control of the leather, but the ball will stay with Powersox Ken Flowers. 11 on the shot clock. Lua, the baseline inbound. Finds Charles 2. Shot clock down to 7. 2. Kick out to Cow. They have to fire. 2, 4, 3. Jackpot! Oh, just a long 2 for Coach Charles 2, but nevertheless a 20-point advantage on now to 18 after that Michael Peterson Chua basket. Less than a minute remaining here in the first. Powersox Ken Flowers in control of this ballgame so far. 2 to Lua near the free throw line. Oh! Stolen away by the blue shirts. Here comes Henderson Nash. Finds the left still layup. It's good. First 2 points of the ballgame for Nigel D. 2-for-1 situation here for Powersox Ken Flowers. Ko to 2. Screen by Lin. Hanging in the air. It's 2. He will be fouled. Foul will be called against Michael Peterson Chua. And that will be foul number 3 against Chua. As Coach Charles too heads to the line for another pair of free throws. So he can't miss. He knocks down the first. 29-12 advantage for Powersox. Kent Flores as 2 for 2 once again. 30-12 advantage for Powersox. Kent Flores. Here comes Henderson Nash, directing traffic for the blue shirts. Screen by Tan. Nash for 3, no good. Rebound by Nigel D. Shot clock is off. The jumper from the elbow is no good, but a foul will be called against number 15. That is Kevin Lin. 7.6 seconds remaining here in the first. Nigel D gets to the free throw line for a pair. He misses on the first. Score remains at 30-12. Still in favor of Powersox Kent Flores as Nigel D, the second free throw, bounces in. 7.6 remaining here in the first period. Here comes Charles Stew rushing down the floor. Charles Stew open late to the basket. The layup is good! Oh, we head to this first quarter break with Powersox Kent Flores ahead. 32-13 over Dr. Brown's Champion Lab. The second quarter of this ball game when we come back. Quarter number 2 between Powersox Kent Flores and Dr. Brown's Champion Lab. Here comes Morty Theo. Screen by Chris Theo for 3. That is short. Rebound by Chris Cruz. Hands it over to Henrik Tan with a push of guards. Oh, telegraph there by Ran Chu. Here comes the white shirts on the run. Chu, guarded by Chris Cruz. Looking for a kick out pass. Chris Theo to the rim. Layup is good! 34-13 lead for Powersox Kent Flores. Corner. Uy for 3. Jackpot! Another 3-pointer brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. But a 34-16 lead still for Powersox Kent Flores. Here comes Marty Teo to Ran Chu. Back to Teo. Pump fake. Slices through. Oh, losing control of the leather. Here comes Henrik Tan. Pushing the pace. Pass is too strong for Lance Poon, but they get the ball back. Henrik Tan against Chris Yu to Poon, one-hander. He will miss. Rebound by Ranchu. Raf Kaunga slowing down the pace for the white shirts. Chris Yu from the middle stretches. He will score! Oh, that familiar number 17 scoring and giving Powersox Kent Flores a 20-point lead. Here comes Poon to Uy, to Henrik Tan, back to Uy, guarded by Kaunga, pull up Jays, God! 8-20 remaining here in the second. A 36-18 lead for Powersox Kent Flores. Chris 2. Guarded by Henrik Tan. Shot clock at 10. 2. Screen by Kaunga. 2. Finds 2. Attacks the baseline. The floater is gone! Marty Teo now with 7 in the ballgame. Here comes Charles Uy to Poon. To Tan, goes cross court to Charles Uy. Drop pass, Chris Cruz. He will score. Chris Cruz with his first basket of the ball game. A 38-20 lead for Powersox Ken Floors. Cross through with a pump fake. Kaunga, open, corner 3. Too strong. Rebound by Ranchu. Stolen away though by the blue shirts. Here comes Henrik Tan on the run, guarded by Chris Q. You will be called for the foul. 7:16 remaining here in the second. Sideline inbound play for the blue shirts. Here comes George Uy. Poon for 3. No good. The rebound by Martitio. Hands it over to Chris Q. Stutter step. So Martitio makes it off the defender. He'll score on that lefty. Powersox Ken Floors doubling up here on Dr. Brown's Champion Lab. 40-20. Uy finds Poon. Jumper by Tan is short. Rebound by Raf Kaunga. The white shirts are on the attack. Kaunga finds you. Drop pass. Jumper. Missing is Benny Cao. Rebound by Poon. To Tan. 4 white shirts in front of him. He will miss. Rebound secured by Ranchu. 6:29 remaining here in the second. Chris Q thinking 3. Decides to go for the mid-range. Bottom! Chris Q now with 8 in the ball game. 42-20 advantage for Powersox Ken Floors. Uy fires a 3. Misses. Ball goes straight to that Dr. Brown's Champion Lab bench. Less than 6 minutes remaining here in the second. Martitio. Inbound to Cow. To the corner. Ranchu for 3. Block by Henrik Tan. The block shot is brought to you by Cow Kai Thai Chicken House. Alley-oop play! Henrik Tan connecting with Joss Uy. That display is brought to you by AutoGuard Premium Car Care Products. Specialty of the house for Henrik Tan, number 9 in the all-time Stallion Cup assist leaders list with 188 assists after 6 seasons here at the Stallion Cup. But still, it's a 20-point advantage for Chris Q and the rest of Powersox Ken Floors. Cruz to Poon, to the corner, back to Poon. Henrik Tan to Poon. He fires a 3. Jackpot! 30-pointer of the ball game for Dr. Brown's Champion Lab. 5:07 remaining in the second. We have another mandatory substitution.
Access your visual scoreboard. Come high and on court.
5:06 remaining in the second. We would like to thank our league sponsors, Jumbo Plastic Linoleum, Cow Kai Thai Chicken House, AutoGuard Premium Car Care Products, and Nike Park Access. Dr. Brown's Champion Lab with the possession. Nigel D slices down the floor. He will miss. The putback finally falls in. A 42-27 lead though for Powersox Ken Floors. Here comes Stu. Finds Michael Lua. Back to Charles. Stu, leading scorer in this ball game with 13. Lua attacks. Lua drop pass. Oh, ball is batted around. Taken here by Michael Peterson. Chua lays it in. Oh, he will miss. Nigel D with a hit of foul. 4:17 remaining in the second. Timeout requested by Powersox Ken Floors. This timeout is brought to you by Nike Park Access. Back in a bit. Inbound from the end line here for the white shirts. They are ahead by 13. Here comes Charles Stew. Defended by Nigel D. To Michael Lua. Back to Charles Stew. Back to Lua. He fires a 3. That is no good. Rebound picked up there by Hanjen Tan. Looking down the floor. Connects with Nigel D. Kick out. Back to D. Pump fake. Oh! 2 white shirts flying. Nigel D gets the foul.
Now on number 3,
Michael Lua gets called for the personal foul. As Nigel D shoots 2. 3 minutes and 47 remaining here in quarter number 2. He knocks down the second, 42-31 lead for Powersox Ken Floors. Here comes Charles Stew. Screen by Cole. Stew, jumper off the glass, he will miss. Rebound secured by Henderson Nash. Stepping on the gas with handoff. Nigel D. Woo-hoo! Gets a foul from Benny Cow. Back at the stripe to shoot a pair is Nigel D. Free throw numbers 5 and 6 for Nigel D. Missing on the first. Still a 42-31 advantage for Powersox Ken Floors. 1 for 2 on that trip for Nigel. 10-point advantage for Powersox Ken Floors. Charles Stew slowing down the pace of this ball game. Bounce pass to Michael Lua. Lua will spin. Finds Charles Stew to the basket. Return pass. Michael Lua will be fouled. Foul will be called against number 6, Haint J. Tan.
and now number 6, is first person.
Michael Lua now at the free throw line. The first free throw for Lua is no good. Oh, missing on the second as well is Lua. Ball picked up here by the blue shirts. Here comes Henderson Nash. Pocket pass. The jumper for Chua. It's no good. Rebound secured by the white shirts. Enjoying just a 10-point lead. From a high of 20. Q to Lin. Fires a 3. That is short. Ball possession going back here to the boys in blue with 2 and 30 remaining. In the period, Tan, drop pass, Nigel D, fadeaway J, bounces in. Ball going back here to the boys in white. Here comes Coach Charles Stew. Oh, fadeaway jumper. Charles Stew, that shot bounces out. Rebound plucked out there by Michael Peterson Chua to D, to Henderson Nash. He will be fouled. 2 free throws will be given. Cow will be whistled for foul number 2. Henderson Nash heads to the free throw line. The first one bounces out. Lining up for the second free throw. Nash makes good on that one with 1 and 47. Remaining in the second, another timeout requested by Powersox Ken Floors. Their 22-point lead just down to 7. And this timeout is brought to you by Nike Park Access. We will be back. Inbound from the end line here for Powersox against Floors. They are ahead. They just 7. Here comes 2. Crossover dribble. 2 finds Joseph Ko. Trying to go middle floater. Oh, he will be fouled. Oh, foul will be called. It's number 6. That is AG Tan. 2 foul shots to be awarded. Joseph Ko. 2 points, 3 rebounds so far in this ball game for Joseph. First free throw, too strong. Still a 7-point advantage for Powersox. Kent, Flores, and Decker. First, second free throw rolls in for Joseph. Ball going back here to the blue shirts. Hangy Tan to Nash. Pull up 3. In and out. Rebound by Mike Lua. A minute and 14 remaining here in the first half. Joseph Ko. Defended by Peterson Chua. He spins to Lua. Nigel D shadowing him. Screen by Kao. Oh, entry pass. Is too strong. Going straight to the end. Ball possession. Going back to Dr. Brown's Champion Lab. Slowly chopping down to this one's 22-point lead of Powersox Ken Flores. Hinji Tan to Nash, drives baseline, drop pass to Nigel D. Oh, scoring away by Charles too. The white shirts up and a foul will be called against Hinji Tan. Third. Stopping that fast break attack by Charles too. Here comes 2. Shadowed by Nigel D. Lin offering a screen. 2 goes cross court. Finding Kao near the elbow. Kao, hop step, block! By a Tony Tan. That block shot is brought to you by Kao Kai Tai, Chicken House. 2 bothered by the defense of D. Joseph Ko offering a screen. 2 rotation dribble, finds a gap, drop pass, Lua will miss, Lua clears the board, Lua, the putback won't work. Henderson Nash grabs the loose ball, Nash will be fouled. But with Powersox Ken Flores in the penalty, Kevin Lin giving up the foul. That will send Henderson Nash to the free throw line to shoot a pair. 3 points and 4 assists for Henderson Nash. Too strong on the first. Score remains at 43-35. Still in favor of Powersox Ken Flores. Second free throw falls in for Henderson Nash. 4.2 seconds remaining here in the first half. Charles Yu looks at the clock. 2 runner. That is no good. And at the end of the first half, a 43-36 lead for Powersox Ken Flores over Dr. Brown Champion Lab. The third quarter of this ball game when we come back. Second half of action between Powersox Ken Flores and Dr. Brown's Champion Lab. Opening the third quarter. Lance Spoon with a 3-pointer brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. Coming to you live from the AYSN Sports Center. This is the opening Saturday of Season 7 of the Stallion Cup, brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. This is Jonas Reyes, sir, live play-by-play anchor only for the Stallion Cup. Marty Tio with a pump fake. Jumper offline. Rebound by Henrik Tan. Dr. Brown's Champion Lab down by just 4. The floater off the glass is good for Henrik Tan, plus the foul. Three-point opportunity brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. The 22-point lead of Powersox Ken Flores is history. It's now down to just 2. Henrik Tan with a chance to narrow the gap further. That is the first field goal of the ball game for Coach Henrik Tan, the head coach in the Stallion Kids and the Stallion Teens tournaments. Ranchu to Marty Tio, defended by Henrik Tan, screen by Kaunga, ripping through. Marty Tio will miss. Rebound by Nigel D. Switching it to Henrik Tan, long pass. Charles Uy threads the baseline. Losing his balance, stolen away by Kaunga, but a counter steal by Poon to Henrik Tan. Nigel D. Drop pass, Henderson Nash. The reverse is gone. We are tied at 43. What a run by Dr. Brown's Champion Lab. 2 with a spin. Dumps a pass to Marty Tio. Backing down his defender. Tio gets a foul. The foul will be called against number 19. That is Poon. Lance Poon. At the stripe to shoot a pair is Marty Tio. 9 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists in this ball game so far for Marty. 8 and 23 remaining here in the third. Second free throw, first free throw rather for Marty is good. Giving the lead back to Powersox Ken Flores. Second one for Marty is also good. 45 to 43 advantage for Powersox Ken Flores. Nash directing traffic for the blue shirts. Uy, now with Nash. Nigel D. Force 3. In and out. Rebound by Marty Tio. Handed over to Chris Tio. To Tan. Oh, Marty Tio. He'll spin. Tio, hands in the air. Block by Henderson Nash. The shot block is brought to you by Kao Kai. Thai Chicken House. Charles Tio to Tio. Back to Charles Tio. Ball batted around. Oh, stolen away by Uy. To Nash, lays it in. We are again tied. Deadlock at 45 with 7 and 44 remaining in the third. Here comes Chris Q with a behind-the-back dribble with the flyer. Shot is no good. Ball is picked up here by the blue shirts. Lance Poon. Pull up three. He'll miss. Rebound by Charles Q. The white shirts with the possession. Marty Tio left on the other end. Michael Lua is subbed back into this ball game to replace Marty Tio. Here comes Chris Q to Ranchu. Kaunga asking for the leather. He's near the free throw line. Back to Chris Q. Getting the Ranchu screen. Jumper, no good for Chris. He gets the ball back. He lays it in. He will score. Chris Q finding ways to score. His team is back up by 2. Henderson Nash against 2. Entry to Henrik Tan. No look pass. Down the post. Uy, pump fake. Uy, mid-range jumper. Too strong. Rebound by Ranchu. Now with Coach Charles Q. Powersox, Ken Flores ahead by 2. Chris 2, crossover, pull of J. He will miss. Rebound by Henrik Tan. Kaunga taps the ball. 2 for 3. Missing again. 2 with a crossover. Defended by Charles Oy. Bounce pass. Michael Lua backing down. He will be fouled. Foul will be whistled against Lance Poon. That will be foul number 2 against Lance. As Michael Lua heads to the free throw line to shoot a pair. The first one for Lua is good. 3-point advantage for Powersox, Ken Flores. 6 minutes and 17 remaining here in quarter number 3. The second one is too strong for Lua. Ball going back here to Dr. Brown's Champion Lab. Nash finds Uy. Back to Nash. Bounce pass to Tan. To Uy. Oh, ball stolen away by the white shirts. Kaunga. Bounce pass to Charles Tew. Defended by Uy. Tew finds daylight. Hangs in the air. Gets a foul of Nigel D. 2 foul shots will be given here. Coach Charles Tew, but before that, timeout requested by Dr. Brown's Champion Lab. This timeout is brought to you by Nike Park Access. We will be back. Five and 51 remaining here in the third. Second free throw is good for Coach Charles Tew. Ready with 14 in the ball game. His team is ahead 49-45. Henderson Nash with a crossover. Nash with a bounce pass to Nigel D. Stolen away by Joseph Go. Hands it over to Coach Charles Tew. Bothered by Henderson Nash. Tew lays it in. Tew will score! 16 markers in the ball game for Charles Tew. Henderson Nash streaking down the floor. He got fouled. Chris Tew gets called for foul number 2. It's a baseline inbound play for Dr. Brown's Champion Lab. Here comes Nash, guarded by Chris Tew. To Lance Poon. To Uy. Bounce pass to Tony Tan at the baseline, bothered by Michael Lua. Draws a pass to Poe, batted away. Chris Tew leads the run. Tew, pump fake, leaner. He gets fouled. The foul will be called against Charles Uy. Chris Tew at the stripe to shoot a pair. 5:05 remaining here in the third. 10 points in the ball game for Chris Tew. Good on the second free throw. 8-point advantage for Powersox, Ken Flores. Here comes Nash. Defended by Tew. Nash, no look pass. Fires a 3. Jackpot! 3-pointer is good. For Lance Poon, 3-pointer brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. 4:40 remaining here in the third. Tew slices down the rim. Shot is no good. Henderson Nash, forward pitch. Henrik Tan to a cutting Uy. The jumper rims out. Henderson Nash with a save. Henrik Tan, Nash, 4-3. No good. Lua clears the board. 4:18 remaining here in the third. Here comes Joseph Go. to Charles 2. With a flyer. Misses. Rebound by Henderson Nash. Looking at the clock. Nash. Stutter step. To Charles Uy. Post pass. Missing on that shot was Tony Tan. Kick out to Nash. With a pump fake. Nash. Jumper. Bottom. Henderson Nash now with 10 in the ballgame. Dr. Brown's Champion Lab down by just 3. Chris 2. Stepping back. Jumper. He will miss. Rebound by Tony Tan. Henrik Tan looking down the floor. Tan against Lua. Nash with a flyer. Missing. Rebound by Joseph Ko. Kaunga says, let's slow it down. We are ahead by 3. Ko looking for Charles 2 against 2 blue shirts. The jumper. Oh, he gets clipped. The foul will be called against Henderson Nash. Back at the stripe. A familiar sight here for Coach Charles 2. He will be shooting free throw numbers 12 and 13. Good on the first. 54-50 advantage for Powersox Ken Floor. Second one for Coach Charles. 2 for 2 on the trip. 12 of 13 from the free throw line in this ball game. Here comes Nash. Defended by 2. Henrik Tan setting up a screen. To Poon. To Nash. Nigel D. Midi. No good. Rebound by Marty Tio. Hand it over to Chris 2. Henderson Nash looking for that steal. 2. Spins. 2. Lays it in off like that. Wow. Put that one on IG. Chris 2 gives Powersox Ken Floors a 7-point lead. Nash, entry. Henrik Tan, one-hander. Falls in. 4 points in the contest for Coach Henrik Tan. A 57-52 lead for Powersox Ken Floors. Chris 2 with a flyer. Brings the fire! 3-pointer by Chris 2. Brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. 60-52 lead for Powersox Ken Floors. Marty Tio will be called for a personal foul. Charles Uy heads to the free throw line. The first one, good. .202 remaining here in the third. And we have Benny Cao returning to the floor, replacing Marty Tio. Powersox Ken Floors ahead by 6. 2 for 3. That is short. Rebound secured by Charles Uy. Forward pass intended for Henderson Nash. Short to a turnover. Chris Cruz returns to action, replacing Charles Uy. 1:43 remaining here in the third. Inbound from the end line for the boys in white. Here comes Coach Charles 2. Slowing down the pace of this ball game. His team is ahead by 6. Nigel D waiting to defend. Marty Tio for 3. Jackpot! Another 3-pointer for Powersox Ken Floors, the 5th of the ball game. Brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. Nigel D, what a reverse! 14 in the ball game for Nigel. 1:11 remaining in the third. 7-point lead for Powersox Ken Floors. Charles 2 against Nash. Finds Joseph Ko. Defended by Nigel D. Chris 2. Jumper in and out. Well, goes out of bounds. Ball in favor of Dr. Brown's Champion Lab. 50 seconds remaining here in quarter number 3. Henderson Nash guarded by Chris 2. Nigel D attacks baseline, drop pass. Two batted around, stolen away by Marty Teo. To Charles 2. With 38 seconds remaining here in the third. 2. To his brother, Chris 2, the runner off the glass. Bounces in. Ow! 9-point advantage for Powersox. Spin floors. Henderson Nash. The heave doesn't work. Charles 2 secures the loose ball. Shot clock is off. Coach Charles will attack. Marty Teo through traffic. Oh, he missed. Nigel D down on the floor. Oh, he got hit on that play. 10.3 seconds remaining here in the third. Our medic rushing down the floor to check on Nigel D. 65-56 lead for Powersox. Kent floors. Raf Kaunga checks back into the ball game, replacing who? Benny Cao. Replacing Chris Chu. Final 10.3 of quarter number 3. Here comes Nash. Getting a screen from Tan. Nash will spin. He finds Chris Cruz. The jumper. That is short. Ball tapped out of bounds. And that ends the third period. Powersox, Ken Flores and Decker ahead 65-56 against Dr. Brown's Champion Lab. The final period of this quarter when we come back. Powersox Ken Flores making headway in the third. We start off the fourth period with the White Shirts ahead 65-56. Marty Teo defended by Henrik Tan. Post pass, Ryan Chu with a save. Back to Teo. The jumper. Bottom! How? That is three. Marty Teo brought to by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. Charles Uy looking to answer back. Kick out pass to Nigel D. Guarded by Ko. D spins. Henderson Nash. Free throw line jumper. Offline. Rebound by Chris Chu. 68-56 lead for Powersox Ken Flores. 2. Oh, offensive foul rather will be called against Joseph Ko. Ball going back to the blue shirts. Sideline inbound play for the boys in blue. Uy. Entry to Henderson Nash. To the post to Henrik Tan. Pump fake by Charles. Defended by Teo. Charles for 3. Oh, that is an air ball. Ball going back here to Powersox Ken Flores. Ahead by a dozen. Here comes 2. Nigel D waiting to defend. 2 with a crossover. 2, a switch to Nash. Kick out to Coach Charles 2. Pull up 3. Too strong. Rebound by Charles Uy. Forward to Henderson Nash. Nash will attack. Ball tapped by Chris 2. Saved by Charles Uy. Drop pass. Spoon. Jumper. No good. Rebound secured by Ryan Chu. Now with Chris Chu. Bounce pass to Coach Charles. Pull up three. In and out. Rebound cleared by Henrik Tan. Fires a pass to Henrik Tan. To Henderson Nash rather. Tan. One-hander. Pinasahan yung sarili. Uy, mid-range jumper yun, miss. Rebound by Coach Charles too. To Chris too. He attacks. Winner. Hoop. Foul will be called against Lance Puin. At the stripe, shooting a pair is Chris 2. 19 in the ball game for Chris. Good on the first. 20 points in the contest for Chris 2, together with 4 rebounds and 2 assists. Good also on the second. With 7:58 remaining in the fourth, timeout requested by Dr. Brown's Champion Lab. This timeout is brought to you by Nike Park Access. We will be back. Back to live action here. The Blue Shirts in the possession of a timeout. Josh Uy picks off a defender. Nigel D attacks baseline. Pull up jumper. He'll miss. Rebound battle scooped up there by Chris 2. Already with 21 in the ball game. Chris 2 to the middle, gets a foul. The foul will be called against Josh Uy. 7:35 remaining here in the fourth. That's Chris 2. Peterson Chua back on the floor for the Blue Shirts as Chris 2 lines up for a pair. The first one, oh, it's a miss. Score remains at 70-56, still in favor of Powersox, Kent Flores and Decker. Oh, 0 for 2. A rare 0 for 2 there for Chris 2. Smiling that one off. Henderson Nash, crossover. Nash, between the legs dribble. Nash, kick out. Uy, 4-3, jackpot! Another 3-pointer brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. Josh Uy with 13 in the ballgame. 7:10 remaining here in the fourth. Charles 2 directing traffic here for the white shirts. Tio bothered by Charles Uy. So Chris Tio, shot clock at 4. Oh, they have to fire. Marty Tio with the flyer brings the fire. Marty Tio with a 3-pointer brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. 6:45 remaining in the fourth. Nigel D goes cross court. Caught up by Ko with a steal. To Cristo all the way. Missing on that open lane. Rebound by Uy. Nash jab step. A traveling violation is called. Ball possession going back to the boys in blue. Right after this ball game, the fifth game of our schedule, it will be Bridgestone up against Miguel Villavicencio and Studio 300. Right after this ball game, here comes Chris 2, double teamed. Ranchu off a bounce pass, guarded by Tan. To 2, entry to Ko, touch passing by the white shirts. Ranchu, kick out pass. Chris 2 for 3, no good. Rebound by Ko, kick out to Tio, pump fake, kick out to 2. for 3! Jackpot! Another 3-pointer! Brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum! Woohoo! The two brothers having a field day in this ball game. A total of 8 3-pointers knocked down by Powersox Ken Floors. 5:49 remaining in the fourth. Back on the floor is Tony Tan replacing Michael Peterson Chua. Baseline inbound play for the blue shirts. Nash looking for a friend. Finds Henrik Tan. Back to Nash. Screen by Tan. Nash for 3. Jackpot! Into sa Nash with the 7th 3-pointer of the ballgame for Dr. Brown's Champion Lab. Timeout is called. This timeout is brought to you by Nike Park Access. We will be back. Five and 42 remaining here in the fourth. The white shirts ahead by 14. Crease 2. Guarded by D. 2 off a switch. Tony Tan now in front of him. Ran Chu at the corner. Wouldn't fire. So Marty Pio. Shot clock at 7. Lua provides a screen. Pio to 2. Charles 2 with a flyer. Brings the fire. Another 3-pointer for Powersox Ken Floors. Brought to you by Jumbo with Plastic Linoleum. Henrik Tan firing a 3. He will miss. Rebound by Lua. Chris 2 with the leather. Defended by Henderson Nash. 2 crossing the midcourt line. 2 will spin. 2 with Nash still on his grill. Tio against D. Shot clock at 7. Tio kick out to Ranchu at the baseline. Chu will spin. A second remaining and a 24-second shot clock violation will be called against Powersox Ken Floors. 4 and 40 remaining here in the fourth. Henrik Tan, one-hander falls in. 6 markers in the contest for Coach Henrik Tan, but his team is still down by 15. Here comes Charles 2, defended by Charles Oy. 2, pull up 3, jackpot! Another Jumbo Plastic Linoleum 3-pointer, knocked down by Coach Charles 2. Henrik Tan, down the shaded lane, Nigel D, open 3, no good. Rebound by Charles 2, exactly 4 minutes remaining here in the fourth. Nash, defending Charles 2. Scoop layup. No foul call there. Stepping on the sideline. Ball possession. Going back to Dr. Brown's Champion Lab. Three and 45 remaining here in the fourth. Again, our upcoming ball games at 5 p.m. We have Studio 300 going up against Bridgestone. At 6:30, it's Matt David Sean up against Ramen Nagi, Buffalo's Wings and Things. And our main event at 8 p.m. Lincoln Cove going up against CW Home Depot. Jaws Oy for 3. Missing on that one. Ball goes out of bounds in favor of Powersox Ken Floors. The two brothers combining for 48 of the 82 points of Powersox Ken Floors. Here comes Ranchu with a crossover. Bothered by Henrik Tan. Rolls a pass to Michael Lua on the attack. Kick out. Tyo with a flyer, missing. Tyo, offensive rebound, drop pass. Lua overtook that one, but Tyo is there for the putback. Marty Tyo now with 22. So the triumvirate of Chris Tyo, Charles Tyo, and Marty Tyo scoring boatloads for Powersox Ken Floors. 84-66 lead for the White Shirts. 3-pointer in and out for Charles Tyo. Rebound by Henderson Nash with a push. Lance Poon will finish. 14 in the ball game for Lance Poon. Timeout requested by Powersox Ken Floors. This timeout is brought to you by Nike Park Access. We will be back. Back to live action with 2:30 remaining in the fourth. Powersox Ken Floors with the possession. Ranchu. Handoff to Chris Tyo. Back to Ranchu. Looking for another handoff. Raf Kaunga, the pressure release. Handoff to Coach Charles Tyo. 84-68 advantage for the White Shirts. Charles Tyo will cross over. Tyo will attack the runner off the glass. Missing. Lua with the rebound. Batting there with Chris Cruz. Taken down here by the Blue Shirts. Nash for 3. In and out. The putback. Missing on that shot was Lance Poon. That last 2-minute call by Kuya Andrew Pere is brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. Foul given up by Henderson Nash. As Peterson Chua and Hainson Tan checks back into the ball game. Powersox Ken Floors back with the possession. Sideline inbound play for the White Shirts. Charles Tyo connects with his brother Chris Tyo. Defended by Poon. Rancho provides a screen. Chris Tyo for 3. In and out. Rebound by Peterson. Chua looking down the floor. Chua to Poon. Oh, deflected there by Tyo. But the ball will stay with the Blue Shirts. They are down 84-68. Here comes D. Bumped by Tyo. D down the shaded lane. D will be fouled. The foul will be called against Michael Lua. Two foul shots for Nigel D with 16 in the ball game, together with 7 rebounds and 3 assists. Benny Cow back on the floor here for Powersox Ken Floors, together with Kevin Lin. Good on the first free throw for Nigel. Second free throw rolls out, rebound picked up there by Benny Cow. Marty Tyo, 1 minute and 20 remaining here in the ball game. Tyo, entry pass to Cow, deflected by Cruz. Oh, but that results to a Powersox Ken Floors turnover. Ball possession going back to the Blue Shirts. Here comes Peterson Chua. Tan for 3. No good. Rebound by Cruz. Fresh 14 for the Blue Shirts. Peterson Chua finds a gap. The floater is good. Michael Peterson Chua with 6 in this ball game. 50 seconds remaining here in the contest. Yo. to Charles Stew. Bothered by Peterson Chua. Stew will attack. Nearly stolen. Stew trying to go middle. Drop pass. Kaunga. Twisting shot. No good. A tap by Cruz. He finds D. The sidestep. Lefty layup is no good, but he will be fouled. Foul will be called. The foul will be called against Kevin Lin. As Nigel D looks to add on to the 17-point output he does. 18-point advantage. Just a 12-point lead rather for Powersox. Ken Flores now it's down to 11. Marty Pio dribbling away the clock. Finds Cow to Marty Pio. Pull up for a 3, no good. Rebound by Peterson Chua. 10 seconds remaining here in the ballgame. Chua with a lay-in. Chua will score. 8 in the ballgame for Peterson Chua. Lin finds Tio. 3 seconds remaining in this ballgame. Tio bounce pass. Kaunga will miss. The final score, it's a 84-75 victory for Powersox. Ken Flores over Dr. Brown's Champion Lab. This has been Jonas Reyes, your live play-by-play anchor only for the Stallion Cup. Post-game interviews when we come back. We have here our jumbo plastic linoleum best player of the ball game, Coach Charles Stew, helping lead Powersox, Ken Flores and Decker to their opening day victory over Dr. Brown's Champion Lab to a score of 84-75. Coach Charles finished with 24 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists and 3 steals, going 12 of 13 from the free throw line. Una muna, Coach, we know you're a busy man coaching the Benil Blazers in Phoenix, but how do you still find time to join the Stallion Cup?
I still really love to play basketball, so when I have a chance to play with my brother and barkada namin and our friends, and also compete against the friends we've been playing with the last few years or basically our whole lives, I still want to try to make time. So, syempre, this is still our passion to play, and I love the Stallion Cup, so I thank them for allowing us to play here.
Where you were really aggressive from the get-go, getting chances from the free throw line, or you were really cashing it in right from the first quarter?
We had to. We're a bit undermanned. We're missing our two best players, si Cons and si Sammy, so we had to step up. My brother also, Chris, came from a sickness this week, so we had to try to lighten the load for them, and thankfully I was able to get to the free throw line and make some free throws.
14 teams in the Stallion Cup now. What's your outlook in this brand new season of the Stallion Cup, the community that you love?
We just want to have fun and compete every game. I think this season will be a bit tough for us. A lot of us are missing games throughout the season, so for as long as we can just try to win as many games as we can and hopefully make it to the playoffs, tapos bahala na. Sana complete kami when the playoffs happen.
And finally, Coach, game was streamed live over at YouTube. Anyone you want to greet or give a shout out to?
Just our whole family and whoever's watching the Stallion Cup, thank you for watching. We hope you continue to watch and support our league, and hopefully we can play against some of you guys in the near future.
Again, best player of the ball game brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. Charles Stew leading Powersox, Ken Flores and Decker to an opening day victory over Dr. Brown's Champion Lab. When we come back, it's Studio 300 up against Bridgestone. You are still watching the 7th season of the Stallion Cup presented by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum.